Hey guys, I thought I'd do something a little different. And instead of coming in tomorrow, I figured I would try to do a training over our phones. Just maybe watch it tonight or in the morning. It doesn't matter. I figured it'd just be easier to show you anyways. I was going to show you like this anyways tomorrow, kind of go over a couple things and just save you a trip, being able to sleep in a little bit tomorrow. So, I know some of you guys have calls in Hudson, and I think Jared, you said New Philly or something like that tomorrow. So we're gonna try this out, see how it goes. So I just want to go over first and say, you guys have been doing an amazing job this week. The service techs and the office, all the girls and Hunter. So these are our numbers for this week. June, the service department's at $33,400, which is awesome, guys. We're only about halfway through the month. This week alone, you guys have brought in $16,000, $16,400. That does not include installs that you guys sold. That's just service calls, and you guys ran 171 calls. 171. That's crazy and amazing. And you girls in the office and Hunter have answered 664 inbound calls this week. That does not mean the outbound calls they're making. So you guys, this is really amazing, and thank you to Derek for jumping in and running quite a few service calls as well to best serve our customers. And Will, he went from tune-ups to straight into diagnostics this week, because we really needed him. And Will, you've definitely knocked that out of the park, and good job. So, okay, so we're just gonna go over a few things that I've noticed reviewing some invoices this week, and different things that pop up during the week, and I just want to try to make everybody's job easier as I always do. So. First off, let me just pop over into ServiceTitan. I've already went and made a couple fake dispatches for my use here. Let's see, where is my ServiceTitan? There we go. Okay, let's view my job here. Alright. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and dispatch myself to my own house. Alright. So go ahead and dispatch myself. I'm going to hit arrive. Yes. And again, just to kind of go over, I can't really point, but the bottom left-hand corner, you will see what type of membership. I am a Shanklin Savings Club imported membership. There is no SC or anything like that on that mine. It's just saying that I have an imported membership. Also, you can see there the text message that came through. That's because my phone number is set up there. And I'll just show down here. This is what the technician gets as soon as you hit dispatch. Okay? If you're on the way, any questions, call our office. Okay. So, first thing I want to talk to you about is return trips. We've had a couple issues with that in the past week or so, and I was trying to figure out what exactly was going on, and I think I've narrowed it down. One of the problems is you guys weren't fully completing your return trip forms. The only time that Connie gets notified is if the form is completed. And there were some fields in there that was required, and you probably just overlooked it and didn't actually complete the form, so it was an incompleted form, which means Connie never got notified, which means we have people out there that are waiting on parts that we don't know to get scheduled, okay? So what I went ahead and did, and I've took off the requirements for a lot of those forms. So if you forget to do a field, it's still going to complete the form for you, okay? I'm going to see if that works, but still, please, please, please try to fill in all the forms, because that's where we're going to best serve our customers. Like, what did you tell the customer? Do they have heat? Do they have air? How long will they be fine before we come out there? Just so we can schedule them and not bother you guys asking you questions out in the field. So just to refresh, your return trips happen inside of ServiceTitan. You should not be leaving ServiceTitan to do your return trips, okay? if you need to, the only thing that you do out of ServiceTitan is make customization forms. Everything else should be done in ServiceTitan. I know I had a couple last week somehow come in the old way of the return trips. Don't do that, okay? Do it inside ServiceTitan. If you forget, call the office. We'll put one in for you, okay? So let's just go straight here. Forms, okay? Let's say parts ordered, no part needed, okay? So it automatically puts in my information, right? The customer's name, the job number, all that stuff. So all you got to do is fill in all this stuff. Didn't have batteries for thermostat. Okay, how did you leave it with the customer? Well, told them someone will call this week. No rush. Okay. Do they have heat? Yeah, they do. An estimated time, 2 hours. Need no other details. Okay? Now, you want to save the form. And now you'll notice here, form saved. Okay? Form is complete. Before, you were getting a message. I know it's so small that it was saying incomplete. So you really, really, really want to watch that says that complete. You should not have any kind of issues now because I've made it all unrequired. But make sure you're filling in your information, okay? So I'm going to go back to the jobs. So I'm done with my forms. Okay. So I'm back here, okay? That's it. And then when you are done, right, you're going to want to hit done for now. Okay? I'm not going to click it now because I'm going to show you a couple other things. But done for now. Okay? Okay, next thing. Creating an estimate. There's some things on the estimate that ServiceTitan has changed that I want to go over with you guys. So sorry about that. Turned my phone sideways and then it stopped recording. So I'm not gonna go start from the beginning because that's just ridiculous. So we're gonna pick up where I left off. So we're gonna create an estimate. Click on estimates, right? Add estimate. You're gonna name your estimate. Okay, so option 1, furnace and air. Okay. Then I'm going to add. Okay, we're going to search for equipment. I'm going to do an air conditioner, 13 SEER. And I'm going to go ahead and add the air conditioner to my quote, 4 ton. Ooh, that's a biggie. Okay, you have to put in something with spread. Add to estimate. I'm just going to hit done because I only need one thing on there. So once you get done adding what you need to add, right, you can hit the back button and that will take you back to the screen and you can add more pieces of equipment. Once you're done, you hit done. Now you can see the air conditioners down with my items and chargeable material, right, on my estimate. See, it says estimate, not invoice. Some of you guys are adding the equipment right to your invoice, okay? Don't do that. You want to create your estimate first. Add your equipment on there. Okay, you do not want to add equipment directly to your invoice. So now that we're here, which I know most of you know how to do that, but I just want to kind of recap over that. What are we missing, guys? There's something missing whenever I'm selling an air conditioner. Can you guess? A coil. Coils, 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 coils. Anything that is a physical piece of equipment needs to be on the quote. Let me say it again. Every piece of equipment, a physical piece of equipment, needs to be on the quote, okay? So an air conditioner and a coil, that's a piece of equipment, okay? That has to be on the quote. I understand you put on your customization sheet. The purpose of the customization sheet is that I can double check both of them, making sure that you have the same thing, okay? If you don't, this creates a lot more work for us on the back end to go in and add it. And sometimes it gets missed and it's just not good. So please, please put your coil on there. Especially if they call in months later, like I had one today from August of last year. guess what? We're going to have to guess on the coil because we don't have any form of way to figure out which coil goes on there, okay? So again, add your coils, okay? So let's add my coil. And everybody knows, make sure you're measuring your coils, okay? Again, I'm done there. All right, it's on there. And if you have a weird thermostat, you're not using a 5,000, please put that on there as well. All right, so we have that on there. And what if you include a Shanklin Savings Club? Putting it on your customization sheet is not good enough, okay? Putting it halfway on your estimate is not good enough. If you're going to include the Shanklin Savings Club, put it on the quote. And what is involved in a Shanklin Savings Club? 3 things, just like it is when you put it on an invoice. Okay? You need the Shanklin Savings Club, and then you need the memberships to go with it. If you just put the Shanklin Savings Clubs, the memberships won't be entered in the computer. If you just put the memberships, it's not going to be entered in the computer. It needs both parts there to be a functioning Shanklin Savings Club, okay? I've seen quite a few of those as well that we're putting just the Shanklin Savings Club and not both of them. So let's go ahead and add those so I can show you what that looks like. I know this sounds elementary stuff, but I do have some people that aren't getting it all the way. So that's the only reason that I'm doing this. Memberships, okay? Shanklin Savings Club, right? Fill later for the form. And then we got back rate, and then we need to add a membership type. Gas furnace, AC. Done. And then if you're giving it to them free, you can come in here. Again, it's double the work, okay? So just put it in there. If you're giving to them, that's part of your quote. That's part of what you're giving the customer, okay? So just put it on there. We got the Shanklin Savings Club. We got the membership equipment. For both of those, that's going to trigger the computer if your estimate is sold to give them a Shanklin Savings Club for this piece of equipment. Okay, we're done creating our estimate. We're going to hit done. Okay, so now we're going to present it. Presenting it will show us what you got on there. So real quick snap view. If you had 2 of them or 3 options, they would be right there. It's showing them how much it would cost for them. It shows the air conditioner, the furnace, all that stuff. It shows them the Shanklin Savings Club, okay? Somebody called in and they said, I don't know how to get them finance. I couldn't remember how to do it with the app. Well, you'll look here in the top right-hand corner. It says apply for financing. It has both of our plans that we offer, right? 36 months, 96 months. All the info is right there. Now, let's talk about GreenSky. We've been having some issues. I'm not sure where the issue lies yet, so I'm trying to narrow it down. So if you have this problem, let me know. We're getting a lot of pendings back. If you get a pending, the only solution to do is to call GreenSky themselves and have the customer talk to them and give them their social security number. We cannot call for them. For GreenSky, after you leave, they can always go to our website. It's very easy. All right, so let's talk about one more other thing about GreenSky that Nick asked me to tell you guys about. If they are applying for financing and you know that they are applying for financing, please tell them that at the time of the install, about the estimated time of the end of the install. So if you know it's a half-day job, let them know around lunchtime. If it's a full-day job, let them know about 4 or 5 o'clock. The person that applies for the financing has to be home to sign the paperwork. We've been getting a lot of having to go back and getting paperwork signed. So we would like you guys to make sure you tell the customer that if they are on the financing or their name's on the paperwork, they need to be there to sign the paperwork when we finish the job. Okay? So how do we mark the job as sold? So we're going to present it, go into view, okay, and we're going to hit select option. And I'm just going to have them sign for it and accept. Would you like to perform this work now or later? Okay, this is another part that we've been having some issues with. If it is an install, you want to hit perform work what? Later. You guys are not doing the install today. You want to perform work later. If you hit now, it's going to kick it onto your invoice. We don't want that. Okay? It's going to look like you're sitting on a $3,000 service call. You're not. And means it creates a problem. Sorry, my phone keeps locking there. So, if you sell an estimate, you want to hit perform work later. Now, if you are performing a quoted estimate, a coil repair, anything like that, you would hit perform work now, even if you're coming back next week to do it, because we use your same ticket, okay? So that information will already be built onto your invoice for you. So make sure if you are quoting a repair, you still go in there and you still do that, but you say perform work now, even if you're not doing it the same day. So anything involving with service, you should always hit perform work now. Anything dealing with install, you should always click perform work later. So I'm going to accept this, and this is an install, so we're going to say perform work later. Okay. So it says perform work later, but now you're like, what the heck? But Tiffany, it's all right here. I said perform work later. Why is that doing that? Okay? What the heck? It's really not on your invoice, if that makes sense. I don't know why it does this. It's a new feature that they added, but it is not, it's not really on your invoice. I know that's crazy, change, but it's not really on your invoice. Okay? I don't know if this is something that we can change. I'm not quite sure. But I will check into that. But it's also made so now you can take deposits. So let's talk about deposits. Before we would just say bring in a generic or just kind of do whatever. We have a system for it now. Anytime that you get a deposit, you're gonna want to add install deposit as an item. Whenever you add that item, it's going to send an email to Nick and myself to go ahead and look at that and then apply that deposit to your actual install. Confusing, I know. I'm not expecting you to understand it. Just whenever you take an install deposit, this is how you're going to apply that payment. You would go ahead and apply the payment as normal. Okay, and then you're gonna hit add items, right? And then we're gonna search install deposit. Okay, right here, add it. It's also in the discount section of your stuff. Okay, hit done. Come down here. Now, how you can tell if this stuff is install or not, you can see here, see underneath install discount, you can remove it. You cannot remove the other stuff because you already sold it. That's how you would know if it's not really on your invoice. Okay? So if it says removed, it's really on your service invoice. If it doesn't have removed, it's not really on your service invoice. I know it's confusing. If you guys want me to explain it more, I don't want to keep dwelling on this because everybody's going to get bored about it. If you don't understand it, we'll discuss it again next week, or you can individually talk to me about it. Okay? So we're going to edit this. install, oh, not install discount, sorry. I want a deposit. Yes, save. Let's remove that. Remove. I can't read my own things. So we want to do. I have not added it to the thing. I thought I did. Okay. I'll check on that. But anyways, you would just do install deposit, leave it as $0. And then in the body of the text, you can type in the amount of the install deposit and give that to the customer, or you can just leave it as is. The important part is putting the task install deposit. That's going to notify us that you. Sorry, I get gabbing and I turn my phone sideways and it stops recording on me. So, okay, third video. Here we go. So I'm going to add the install deposit. To it so you guys can search for it and do that. So I know Scott does a lot of deposits. You guys don't usually. It would maybe be a great idea now that we're getting a little bit booked out farther just to secure those. You guys can feel it out. If the customer feels wishy-washy, you guys can grab a deposit from them. Let's see here. I really think that's it. But again, guys, just awesome job this week, and thank you for all being such team players and getting it done and making it happen and making our customers happy. We are tomorrow. We're not going to take any new customers on. No more. We're going to wait till next week. We're going to try to serve our existing customers, our Shanklin Savings Club customers, and really not try to run you guys down tomorrow. And we really did not try to do that all week long, but the demands are the demands. And we thank you guys so much again for busting your butts off out there. I know it's been hot. And so Scott will be back next Wednesday. If you guys need anything, just let me know, and I'm happy to help you guys. So again, thank you so much, and enjoy tomorrow. Sleep in a little bit, and the weekend's almost here, so just hang tight. You guys have a good night. Bye.